What's up, everybody? Welcome to In Love with Horror. My name is AJ.
And I'm Christy
Why you laugh?
because my joint is frozen.
Oh, like so it's not you can't see yourself talking or me
Okay,
talking or anything.
it's working now for now, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, probably because when I played the intro, it got messed up somehow.
Yeah.
But hey, that's just technology, y'all. Sometimes it works with you, sometimes it doesn't. But we get through it. But everybody, welcome to the November 16th Horror News Live Show with AJ and Christy on In Love with Horror. We go over, this the past week's news. We talk about all the horror news, whether it be for like movies, games, sometimes books, anything horror related. We can talk about it. And this week, I felt like was a little bit of a slower week for news. It wasn't anything too big. Like we had like a couple stories, but nothing that was like last week where some big stuff in there. But as we always do, we're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping first. And I see we already got Sam in the chat from Our Life in Horror. What's going on? Happy
Good
Sunday.
morning, happy Sunday,
Happy
Sam.
Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Give our love to Brendan.
Uh so the first housekeeping, of course, we always mention our Scream If You've Seen This weekly podcast series that we do on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, where we talk about older horror films. And this past Wednesday, we talked about Crimson Peak, the Guillermo del Toro gothic horror film. We feel since we had came off of Frankenstein, we felt like we keep it in the same vein and watch another one of his gothic horror films. And that was a great time. That episode was super dope. Check that out on the
Yeah.
podcast channel. It's a lot of fun talking about Crimson Peak. It had been a long time since I've seen it. And I think it was your first time watching it, right, bro?
I think I seen it a long time ago, but I
Oh,
ain't
okay.
remember nothing.
Yeah, you forgot everything. And we got Mike in the chat. What's going on? Happy News
Hey,
Day.
Mike.
What up?
Happy
What up?
Sunday.
Then of course, always on our docket right now, because it's ongoing, is It Welcome to Derry. Last week we had episode, what was it, 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think across the board, I feel like most people weren't really feeling that episode that much. I feel like I saw a lot of people online that was just like not really feeling episode 3. A lot of it had to do with the final segment of that episode. I won't go into the spoilers just in case you haven't seen it, but a lot of people were not feeling that last little segment of the third episode. But of course, we got the fourth one dropping tonight, so hopefully, it'll be a return to form, and not going into Disney Channel territory. Disney Plus mode. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just that one scene.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, but that was like the finale of that particular episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The big scare moment, and it wasn't really hitting like that. Sam said she loves Crimson Peak. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
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 good.
it's a it's an all right movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Mike
Mike,
asks, "Do we know how many episodes there will be? I want to start watching, but I'd rather binge." I think there are 8 episodes confirmed.
yeah, I want to say 8. I think 8 sounds about right.
Yeah.
I saw online, and I think you heard this too when I was watching another YouTube channel. They mentioned that uh, Pennywise might not come in until episode
Episode
5.
5.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks. Because
It's
that
just
means we got
one
to
more
go a
week.
whole nother episode until we get him into the series. But hopefully it's gonna be like an explosive entry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it'll make it worth the wait. But we'll see.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, Now, one thing I do want to mention during this housekeeping segment is, we use StreamYard when we do our lives, and StreamYard just introduced the new simultaneous stream where you can stream both vertical and horizontal on YouTube. So we're trying that out. So depending on which stream you're on, just in case you didn't know, there is a vertical and there's a horizontal. So like, if you're watching on TV, watch the horizontal one. You watch on your phone, you go watch the vertical one or whatever you need. But it's something we're trying for this episode. We'll see how it goes. If you're watching with us live, let us know if things are acting weird or janky or whatever.
Yeah. Now kind of going back to what Mike said and Sam, it looks like about binging. Like, I feel like there are certain shows that you do want to binge, and some that are like you're fine with not binging. And I'm fine with not binging this particular show, but we started watching Pluribus yesterday
Pluribus.
on Apple TV Plus, or
Yep.
whatever you call it.
Yeah, Apple TV.
And I kind of wish that was one that was already out, because that's one I would like to binge, so we could
Yeah.
just get through it. Like, I want to know what's happening.
Yeah, because Christy has no patience when it comes to, like, especially when a show has like a mystery, and like she ready to know what's going on immediately. So,
Yeah.
uh,
So I think that's what it is. Like a show like It Welcome to Dairy. Because there's not like, we know it's what's at play. So for me, I'm fine with it, watching like a weekly episode of that. But
yeah,
like Pluribus, I'm like, oh, I want to know what's gonna happen next. And so
yeah,
that's a show that I'm like, yeah, I want to binge that.
yeah. And I do want to see what happens. What happens next with Pluribus, um, especially just because of the nature of like how they slow it down at times. And so
Mm,
you do kind of want to be like, okay, like what's going on? Like what's gonna actually be the result of this season, given how things actually work within the show.
yeah.
So yeah, I definitely agree with you on the binging for that one. We got
Mhm.
Rebecca in the chat just saying hello. What's up,
Hi,
Rebecca?
Rebecca.
We got Ethan in the chat saying hello, hello. What's up,
Hello.
Ethan? And Mike said he's gonna jump on Dairy today. Go ahead, start. You can
Yeah,
catch up. Three
definitely check them
episodes.
out.
That's easy. You can knock that out real quick. And then we got
I
episode
don't know about
4.
real quick, because one of those episodes was kind of long.
Second episode. Second
Yeah.
episode is like over an hour. It is kind of long for it. Welcome to Dairy. Um, Now the last piece of housekeeping news we want to talk about is of course Keeper. You know, Keeper is the new Osgood Perkins movie that just came out this weekend, and it's definitely like I feel like across the community is definitely one of his weaker films because it is not doing too good on the box office and the review side. So looking at the Rotten Tomato scores for Keeper right now, we got 49% for critics and 42% for audience. And I don't think they put out the new estimates for the box office yet, but I know when I checked it earlier when they dropped the Saturday update, it only I think it was estimated for like a $2.6 million opening or something like that. So it ain't doing too hot, basically.
Well, I think we knew going in for us that it was a chance that it wasn't going to be great.
Yeah,
But, I don't know. I feel like you be wanting somebody to do good. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of
yeah,
like hoping that this was going to do good. Um, but yeah, when I saw those first 10 reviews come out and they were all like under 50, I was like, dang, that sucks.
yeah,
And
and
then we watched the movie after ourselves, and yeah,
yeah, and
it
then
wasn't it.
yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I'll tell you right now, I was sleepy. I was sleepy watching that movie. And I didn't know this until I was reading the box office analysis that Keeper has a D plus cinema score. Damn,
Oh,
that's
ouch.
tough. Like
It
that
is.
is rough. And
Mm,
I knew people weren't feeling it, but I didn't know it was to that degree. Like,
yikes.
so it's definitely a big miss here. And Christy, you mentioned that some people were saying, uh, you know, that it was because of the writer, because
Mm,
Os Perkins didn't write Keeper. It was Nick. I can't remember his last name, but he wrote Dangerous Animals.
yes.
So
It
they're
just
kind
like
of
fell
blaming the
apart.
writer.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Like I said, like, um, I don't think it's fair to put all of that weight on the writer alone.
Yeah,
Like, it's a working relationship between both the director and the writer. And in this particular case, I don't think it's all on him. Yeah, the script is pretty
right.
bad. But I mean, Oscar Perkins is also like a very well established director at this point. So I feel like
Hmm.
it's not fair to just put it all on Nick's script.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Because definitely an effort on both sides. Like both parties get blamed for the final product.
Mhm.
For the story and the dialogue, you gotta blame the writer, but for the overall package, you gotta, it's on the director too.
Yep.
But this is definitely Keeper. we it kind of like you said, right? You always want a movie to do good. I don't think anybody
Mhm.
goes into a movie except for like certain crowds of people going to a
Right.
movie
Wanting it to be
praying
bad.
on his downfall. But most people are
Right.
like, man, I hope this is good.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, nah, this one was rough. Ending was dope, but everything else was
I think dope is a stretch. I think it was just felt dope because everything else
everything
before
else was
that
just
was weak.
so dry. It was so dry and boring. And then you finally get to the good parts. So you're like, oh, we're here. Like finally, like I'm awake. I'm up now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so that's all about Keeper, y'all.
Mike
Um,
said, "I'm glad the horror community is finally catching up to me when it comes to Ozbad."
yeah, they catching up. They starting to catch up. They are
Well, no,
starting
they're
to
not
catch up.
because they're blaming the writer and not the
True.
director.
That's true. They are not putting it on him. They're like, oh, this is not no, this is not representative of Osgood Perkins' work. It can't be his fault. It was somebody else's fault, anybody else's but his. We will never blame him
No.
or put him at fault for a rough film because he is a master, is what they're saying.
Oh yeah, he is.
Right. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get to these
Stories.
news stories real quick. The first one we got is all about a Betty Boop horror adaptation um, from VMI. Are you familiar with
This
VMI?
is. I am not familiar with VMI.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, we got a Betty. I feel like this is keeping in the trend with those now public domain IPs. Taking
Mhm.
the old school classic cartoon characters and turning them into slasher films. And this one is all about Betty Boop. Now, here's what the synopsis says for this Betty Boop horror movie. A team of horror podcast investigators break into an abandoned theater to discover the hauntings of the starlet once known as Boop. A simple investigation turns into a horrific bloodbath as they fight to escape the murderous Boop as she's out for revenge. Um, the COO of VMI put out a statement saying, Boop's dark history is extremely grim, but this telling allows her to get her power back. A true testament to feminism led by a predominantly female team. This was said by Jessica Russo, the COO of VMI, who is handling the sales of this film. Devani Penn will star as Boop, and Jared Cohn or Khan will direct. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. My bad. Um, but yeah, what do you think about a Betty Boop horror movie, babe, when you saw this?
I mean, I didn't see this one coming, honestly.
No.
I didn't even realize this one was up for public domain. I believe it, becomes available in 2026, which is when the movie will be released. But I was very intrigued by the statement that you read in the article about the character taking back her power or something to do with her history and stuff like that. And I do think that's a really interesting concept, like because Betty Boop does have really dark history, like the
Yeah.
character. Um, it's started at a time like during like that flapper era, which is where her character is modeled after. But that was a really dark time in history, right? Like the depression period and all that kind of stuff. And
Right. Mm-hmm.
she was kind of like a sex symbol in a way, which is very weird because her character was really a teenager at that time. But
Hey.
and it's been redone, and her character's gone through all kinds of things over the years. There was like this weird period where I think the creators were sued because they felt like it was modeled after a black jazz singer, and then this other woman
Mm.
sued because she thought it was her likeness, which was kind of very similar to the way she looked, but also there was
Yeah.
like a style back then as well, so that didn't work. But yeah, that the idea of like this feminist character taking back her power. Now we know that there's a fine line with that too,
Mm-hmm.
um, where it could go overboard. So I'm interested in seeing how the story plays out in this particular case with this character. Um, but yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm actually really intrigued.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. I'm not like a big public domain IP person like
Yeah.
Mike in the chat is. Mike in the chat said, I'm so excited for this. I love Betty Boop, and I love public domain horror. I'm not big into it, but to be fair, I haven't watched like all of the public domain horror films. Like Mike mentions in the chat, VMI did the only decent Popeye movie that came out. So like
Mm.
I didn't see that Popeye movie as well as some of the other like Mickey Mouse ones that had came out. But we've seen the Bambi one. I thought that was all right. And of course the second Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey we actually really like a lot. I thought that movie
Mhm.
was a crazy amount of fun, and I thought the story was actually pretty good. Um, but yeah, I'm curious to see what this Betty Boop movie could be. I do like the themes, I like the concept, and it seems like they could have a good story. I also like when stuff is kind of like related to the times because they mentioned a team of horror podcast
Mhm.
investigators. So I think that's
Yeah.
always cool when they incorporate like current
Yeah.
times when it comes to social media and stuff like that. So I think it sounds interesting. I'll give it I'll give it a chance just like I do any other movie. I'll give it a chance and we'll see
Mhm.
how it turns out.
You
But
can give Popeye a chance.
I haven't watched it yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Hey, you know how it is. You got 1,000 things on your watch list, and let's just keep it real. Like
Yeah.
Popeye, just not gonna be at the top of that list. The more stuff comes out, the more it keeps getting pushed down. You know what I mean? So um, it's just not on top.
I know.
Uh, but maybe one day we'll just have that free day. We ain't got nothing going on, and then boom, we can go ahead and watch Popeye. But yeah, y'all, Betty Boop horror movie in the works coming out next year. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on if you're excited for this new public domain horror film. All right, jumping to our next story. This is all about Eli Roth's new film, and let me get this pulled up. And this one is all about an ice cream man as the horror villain. So uh, Eli Roth unveils the first look at Ice Cream Man. We got the image on the screen for our podcast listeners. Is the image of this ice cream man villain. He's handing out ice cream, and all the kids are hyped. Their mouths are all covered with the sugary greatness of whatever type of ice cream that he's selling. Um, but basically, the concept for Ice Cream Man is it follows an idyllic summer town descending into madness when an ice cream man serves kids sweet delights with horrifying results. The film will star. Now I'm gonna tear some of these names up, so I apologize in advance. So it's gonna star Ari Millen from Orphan Black as the titular character, along with Benjamin Byron Davis from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Karen uh, Cliche from Thanksgiving, Dylan Hako from Heartland, Sarah Abbott from Black Mirror, Shiloh O'Reilly, who's also in Thanksgiving, Kiori Mirza Waldman, Charlie Zeltzer, and Charlie Stowe. So he has a lot of returning cast members from Thanksgiving. So if you're a fan of Thanksgiving, the performances in that, looks like he will have a lot of those cast members returning for this Ice Cream Man film. It was also mentioned in the article that Snoop Dogg will be collaborating with Eli Roth in this film to provide music for the movie. Apparently, they got another project coming out too. I don't know what Snoop Dogg's role is in this other horror movie called "Don't Go in That House, Bitch." I don't know nothing about that movie, but I saw it in the article. Haven't had a chance to research it. I don't know if you know nothing about it, babe.
No.
Uh,
I don't.
uh, but apparently they're working on two different projects together, including this Ice Cream Man. But Ice Cream
Very
Man
telling.
will release in theaters in 2026 with no concrete date just yet. But obviously, I just threw out a lot of stuff. Babe, what do you think about at least the con or the idea for Ice Cream Man? Apparently, Eli Roth is saying this is going to be his most like terrifying, messed up movie that he's ever made. He's been planning this for 20 years or whatever. So, what do you think about it all?
I'm not an Eli Roth fan, so I won't be watching this. I
Yeah,
did not plan on watching anything else written or directed by this man.
yeah. He is a problematic person. For those that don't know, he is problematic. Um, which is unfortunate, man. It's so annoying when you know, like because he came out when Thanksgiving was what 2 years ago? Well, was that last year?
It was like 2 years ago, I
It was
guess. I
2 years
don't
ago.
know.
I thought Thanksgiving
Or
was
maybe
dope
it was
too.
2024. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah, and I thought Thanksgiving was dope too. So it's always unfortunate when somebody comes out and they're problematic because then it's like, well, there goes another one. And I feel like it's always something with these people in the Hollywood in the industry space. But for those of you that are big fans, you're gonna get a new Eli Roth movie in 2026, and he's saying that like this movie is gonna be super crazy. I know somewhere in the article he mentioned like this will be his most fucked up movie that he's ever made. So we'll see in 2026. But yeah, that's Ice Cream Man, y'all. Let us know in the comments. What do you think about Ice Cream Man? Kelly in the chat said he's giving Dr. Giggles.
Hi, Kels. Long time no see.
Kells in the building. What up, Kells? Mike said, I think his best movie is just okay, so no loss to miss out on his movies. That's
No
fair.
loss.
Yeah, I think that's
No
fair.
loss.
Yep. All right. Jumping to our next story. Now, this is a franchise that I think they're just going to try to keep milking as much as they possibly can. And this is for the Insidious franchise. So, Insidious 6, you might not even know this, but Insidious 6 was filming and it has wrapped production
I had
and it's
no idea.
right. Yeah. I was like, oh, I mean, because I remember hearing that they were going to work on another one, but I didn't know it was already filming.
Yeah. No.
Um,
No clue.
but it's been shooting in Australia, I believe, and it is directed by Jacob Chase, who did the film Come Play. He also co-wrote the script with David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, um, who's done. I'm blanking on what he's done, but I know he's done like some notable things.
Mm.
I don't know if you could Google it on your phone real quick, babe. While I'm going through the rest of this, but
Oh, sure.
the director of photography for this film is going to be David Garbett, who worked on Evil Dead Rise. I thought that was actually kind of dope. I think that'll be a really good pairing here for Insidious. And then, of course, you see it on the article there on the screen, but Lin Shaye will be returning uh, in this film. So I don't really know. So obviously, well, if you know the story of
I
Insidious, then you
thought
know
she was dead.
that's what I'm saying. So it can go two ways. Because what I will say is they did not release any details for this movie. So they can do two things. Either it's actual sequel to the franchise as a whole, and she's just chilling in the further dead, or it's just
Yeah.
another prequel that exists somewhere in the timeline before she's dead. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I I agree with you. They're milking the mess out of this because
oh yeah,
the Red Door wasn't even all that great, and
it was
that to
rough.
me was a stretch. They should. That was a purposeless movie to me. So this right here, like I feel like they're keeping it under wraps for a reason. Like why? Why are we
Yeah,
doing
they don't
this
want people to
again?
be upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Mike in the chat said Insidious can really go a long way if they start to expand on different families and mediums. Um, yeah,
Oh
I,
yeah.
it
They
does have
need to
that.
expand, but they
Yeah,
for some reason are stuck with these people for some reason.
yeah, and
Now, if
it's
they do,
IP
now it's
power.
possible that they
That's what it
could
is.
expand a family. Like that could be something that they do with this movie. Because I
Yeah,
thought we got closure with the kid in the last movie.
yeah, but
Didn't he
you
close
know
the door?
he did close it. But remember, like I think it like reopened. Like something happened. I think at the end of the movie,
Oh, I don't even
either
remember.
post credit or at the end, where like it seemed like it was still about to open back up. It was cracking or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Um, but
That writer wrote The Conjuring 2 and Orphan.
there you go. The Conjuring 2 and the
Mhm.
Orphan was what David McGoldrick wrote. But you know, this is like an IP like franchise, right? So they make their money off of returning characters coming back because people want to keep
Mhm.
seeing these people.
True.
The casual audience is gonna keep going, and so if Lin Shay keep popping up, they're gonna keep going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Let's see. Jerica in the chat. What's up, Jerica? She
Hey,
said,
Jerica.
I hope it's better than Insidious The Red Door, which is basically just a recap
It's
of
the
the first
same.
two films. They did do a lot of recapping. That is, yeah, especially with how that storyline worked. Kelly in the chat said, I thought that actress was dead. I mean, yeah, hey, you're not wrong for thinking that. People do be, you know, be dropping. They have been dropping lately.
No, true.
Um, Mike said, I've only seen the first two still. Wow, really?
Well,
I'm actually
honestly, I don't even
surprised.
remember the first two. So the Red Door was the last thing that came out, and I don't barely remember that movie.
Um, yeah, no, I feel like the Insidious movies for the most part are okay. I feel like the Red
Hmm.
Door was probably the worst one because
Red Door, yes,
I thought Chapter 3 was all right. Uh,
I remember that one.
that's with the old man who was waving. Pretty sure that's
Oh
Chapter
yeah,
3.
that was actually all right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
and then what do we had? The Last Key. I thought that one was all right. Yeah, and then that's when we had the Red Door. Yeah, which I think is the worst one.
Mm.
So yeah, hey Mike, I recommend go checking out the other Insidious movies. I think they're okay movies. We got Paul Draws in the chat. What's up, Paul? He said she could come back as a ghost. Yeah, yeah, I
Mhm.
agree with
I
that.
feel
She
like
could.
that's about all.
Yeah,
'Cause, in
exist in the
the Red
further.
Door, if y'all haven't seen the Red Door, she does have, like, a cameo part in there.
Hmm.
But it's super brief, and she was like a ghost, I think, in
Yeah,
that.
she was. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's in the astral plane. So she can hang out in the further, and still help people. They could do a series on Insidious. Really, they could do a whole ass
Okay,
like
don't give them no ideas.
true. Uh, they'll do it too.
They just gotta
Uh,
let it go.
they won't though because they need that
Yeah,
money. These are like quick cash grabs for them to do these.
of
Oh,
course.
let's do a quick Insidious movie right quick. We gotta re up a little bit.
Mike
Uh,
did mention in the chat if that's the writer, we might get a good story, and I agree. I do think The
yeah,
Conjuring 2 and Orphan are good written stories, so we might get a good story out of this one. I
yeah.
don't know
We
who did the script for Red Door, but I'm gonna assume that it's not the same people since they got a different director as well. Um, but that'd be good because that one was.
yeah yeah. I'm not sure, but I agree though. It does have potential to be a good story because I did like the Conjuring 2 story.
Hmm.
Let us know in the comments, y'all. How you feeling about Insidious 6? This franchise is still going. What do you think the story could be? What do you want it to be? And which is your favorite in the franchise? I still think the first one is probably the ultimate. And it still has like one of the greatest jump scares in horror film history, in my opinion, with the the red demon face. Like that is just one of the most ultimate jump scares ever. Like it was
Yeah.
perfectly timed, unexpected, like
Hmm.
just masterful, man. James Wan, absolute beast. Um, when he was making that movie.
True, true master of horror right there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Uh,
James
and
Wan
he,
made his movies and he was like, "I'm done."
I was about to say he really did. He did them a favor.
He
He's like,
said, "I'm
I made
done."
y'all the Conjuring. I made y'all Insidious. Like
Yeah.
that's what I did for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Um, but all right, let's jump to our next story. This is about a David Dastmalchian film that's coming out here. Let me get it pulled up. So Vertical acquires horror thriller The Cure, starring David Dastmalchian and Ashley Greene. Now the film is directed by Nancy Leopardi. I don't know if you know of any films that she's directed or not, but I didn't get a chance to look her up. I don't know if you did.
I didn't look it up.
Yeah, see if you can pull her up. I'm going over the next little bit here. It's coming out it's coming out next year. It's going to be a limited theater release as well as on demand. And the synopsis for this film reads: it follows Ali Braun, played by Cochran, an adopted 16-year-old suffering from a mysterious illness who discovers her biotech billionaire parents, played by Dosmachin and Green, are harvesting her blood for sinister purposes. That's a very, very intriguing synopsis.
I
Um,
agree.
the director, Nancy, added, the Cure is made in the tradition of classic horror and sci-fi films that are inspired by terrifying socio-political realities and advances in biotechnology. Think like Ex Machina, AI, and Videodrome. I believe we are on the cusp of a revolution in science, and the big question is who will benefit?
That sounds really epic, I
It sounds
think.
dope.
It sounds like a really good idea. The director though, she's only done 2 previous projects and they were both TV movies that I've never
Okay.
heard of.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I think the premise for this movie sounds dope. And to say now, I feel like people can always be like, "Oh yeah, my movie is like this," but to say it's like Ex Machina or AI or Videodrome, like, hey, those are all dope films. So I feel like, either A, it really is, uh, or has those films vibes, or
Mhm.
B, that's what they're hoping it's like, and it's not like that.
Not what they're hoping this
You know what
looks
I'm trying to
like.
say? But nah, like I think it sounds dope. I think Videodrome is a dope film. That's a little gritty ass, weird ass, sci-fi '80s movie. That's
Yeah.
super dope.
Well, the writers, you've seen the movie Unsane or heard of Unsane? I feel
Yeah, I
like I've
remember
heard.
that one.
Yeah, they wrote that movie. The writers
Okay,
did.
I thought Unsane
Yeah.
was cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought Unsane was cool. Uh, but yeah, Videodrome was that weird ass David Cronenberg movie.
Mhm.
Um, that I thought was I thought that one was really good. Now obviously this most recent film was ass. Uh, but the Videodrome is one of the films that I do like from him. But that's like, yeah, I agree with Mike in the chat saying, okay, I'm intrigued and
Mhm.
and invested. And of
Yeah,
course, we all love David Dastmalchian, so you
hands
know
down.
that's a good
I
reason to go see it.
Side note, have y'all seen the Creep Tapes season 2 yet? Because he's in the first episode and it's so freaking good.
Yeah, I
Like,
haven't seen it yet.
you gotta watch it.
Mhm.
They are so funny together. I'm like, whoever thought to put these two in the same room together, that was super smart.
Yeah.
Super smart.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I was finishing up the first season. I got to do I got to watch the last episode of the first season, then I'm good to go to the second season. So,
Oh yeah.
um, but yeah, I think The Cure sounds dope, man. I'm curious to see how this comes out. I'm It's kind of disappointing that's a limited theater release, but it
Mhm.
might have just been like a budgetary thing or whatever. But I'm
Probably.
definitely interested to see if it will deliver on what it's promising, and I think that's a dope concept that's very relatable to today's time when the rich and the billionaires are the ones benefiting from everything
Mhm.
in the world. So I
Yeah.
do like that premise. So we'll check it out. Let us know in the comments if you plan on checking out The Cure next year. It sounds pretty interesting. Now the next story we gotta jump into. It's all about a classic parody franchise, one that I love this franchise. At least the first two films. I think they're two of the best comedies ever. I love the first two films, but we're talking about Scary Movie, y'all. So recently they announced more casts from the original films that would be returning, and most notably they mentioned returning actors Chris Elliott and Sharia Terry are among the latest cast additions for Scary Movie 6. Of course, Chris Elliott was the caretaker in Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
Uh, it grabbed my strong hand. And then Sherry O'Terry, she played what was the name? And was it Gail Hellstrom? Or
Mhm.
Hellstorm in the Scary franchise. And the
Yeah.
first two movies is absolute classic uh, parody filmmaking. I think
Yeah.
they are hilarious, man. They like make your stomach hurt. You be laughing so hard. Like those first two movies. I watched those movies so many times, especially the first one. I still think the first one is the best one. Um, but what's dope about Scary Movie 6 is that the Wayans are coming back
Yes.
to like actually be
Mhm.
involved in the projects because they were only involved in the first two, and then the rest,
Mhm.
the studios did on their own. So I think having almost all the OG cast coming back, um, I think it's only a couple that aren't going to be returning, and then having the Wayans involved, like this has the recipe to really like
Yeah.
bring parody films back into like a good place and actually be good,
Mhm.
and just bring us back to like a good time in scary movie history. The film's coming out next summer, June 12th of 2026.
Oh, that's
But yeah,
perfect time.
they
That's
are
such a
bringing.
perfect time.
Oh yeah, that's like a summer comedy with this. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so dope. Jarek in the chat said, "I'm gonna be there opening night for Scary Movie 6. I cannot wait. Hey, I'm right there
Yes.
with you." And then Paul said, "Oh my God, they're bringing everyone back with Scary Movie 6." Yes,
It's so
they
crazy. I think
they
that's
are
so
bringing
dope
everybody back.
though. You know how some people like, they forget people, but I like the fact that they're bringing so many of the original cast back to the movie. That's just dope with them. I just think that's
Yeah,
dope.
I agree. I agree because they're the ones that um, that made the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it was their performances. Obviously, the writing, the jokes were good, but it was their performances of these characters that really like sold everything. You know what I'm saying? That made it funny.
Yeah.
Uh, Mike in the chat said, "I need scary movie one and two wins, not haunted house wins." Hey, that's true.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen that one, the
I
Haunted
think
House.
I think I watched that movie once and I don't even remember it. Like, but yeah, they hopefully they can recapture what the shit that they was on back in the first two movies, man.
Now I
Um,
know some people had like this discourse around the film, like because comedy back then and comedy now has to be different, and so they're
True.
wondering if you can have that same magic without being, you know, how we were back then.
You can. You just gotta not give a fuck. You just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go for it.
Just gotta go for it.
You just gotta go for it. Because I feel like even you go back and watch those, they I don't remember there being anything that was like egregious. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they didn't use
The
the F
Exorcist
word,
film wasn't egregious. Well,
you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm trying
okay,
to say? Like
okay,
some
that's what you're
some
talking about.
films back in those times
Oh,
were
you
using
talking
that.
about that word? I was like, what are you
Yeah.
talking
The
about?
F word.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh, I feel like a lot of films back then were using that word.
Oh,
Because that was such like, you know, how it was in that time.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I don't remember there being nothing like too egregious in there. I mean, the Exorcist one is over the top, like when she's pissing on the floor, and once you know, with and trying to f the priest and stuff like that. But that's not like I feel like that's not super bad. It's more funny than anything. But
Obviously, it's funny to us.
I love that opening though. Playing on, and there's like he's like I want to play one of my favorites. He starts playing. He's like shake your ass, and then that one white dude, oh this is my shit. I'll tell you, man, them scary movies, man, they were on a different level, man.
Yeah, like that.
Recently
Oh,
we
sorry.
had
Go ahead.
watched. Oh, go ahead. What am I saying?
He said, "Oh, it's gonna be back then." I think because Marlon said they're not holding back.
Oh, good. Yeah, don't hold back. Yep, do not hold back. I was gonna mention that you know, Regina Hall was on one of those YouTube channels
Hmm.
recently. It was like Variety or I don't
Something.
know, Hollywood Reporter, one of those outlets that do like the actor specials where they review their old scenes and stuff like that.
Mm.
And she was reviewing, her
Shakespeare in
character
Love.
Brenda in Scary Movie, yeah, Shakespeare in Love. Like that's such a great scene. That shit is
That's so
so
good.
funny. Yep. She bring out that camera. She's like, "Mm-hmm, I got you. You on candid camera now." You know what I'm saying? Yep. Shakespeare in Love.
So good. So good.
Um, but yeah, man, scary movie. I can't wait for number six. It's gonna be super dope. June 12th, we're gonna be there opening. I definitely give that movie a
Very
review.
good point. Mike asked, I'm curious to see what movies they'll choose to parody. I'm intrigued by that. I'm really like curious as well. Like what
Yeah,
movies are they gonna choose?
yeah.
Because back then obviously they would pick ones that were relevant during those
Popular
times.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
now that it's been so long since we had one, like I wonder if they're just gonna do more recent things or are we gonna get like a backlog of stuff, you know?
Yeah, like because it's been gone for what, like when like over a decade, right?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while since Scary Movie 5.
Yeah,
So they gonna have a whole lot to pull from.
they
But
do.
what was there? Has there? I'm trying to think of like iconic villains right now, like the Grabber is one.
Mhm.
I feel like they might parody the Grabber because I'm trying to check if all the big uh horror movies right now, Art the Clown, so Terrifier. I
Oh,
feel like they
yeah.
might try to do something with that.
See something like that.
Um, like because you know how like Ray is always talking about uh like anything gay related. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I could feel like in the Terrifier 3 when he gets the chainsaw up his ass, I feel like they could do some funny shit with that. So they could do Terrifier. What else could they do, man? What other movies, man?
They could do well, okay, so Mike mentioned that they could talk about requels, and then my thing, I'm thinking they could do, like, some found footage, something found footage to make it funny, or even, like, a play on, like, the stuff we see, like, with Deadstream or
Mm-hmm.
That influencer style of stuff. Um, Jerica says they should make Chris Elliott look like Nicolas Cage and long legs.
They should. They should. That'd be really
I
good.
mean, they can do more Scream stuff because I mean, it's just still going, you
It
know.
is still going. Yeah, they could. They could bring that shit right back around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really could.
And I think so that's a good question. What's gonna be like the what's gonna be the foundational movie? So like, Scary Movie One, like the foundational movie was Scary Movie One, and then all the parodies existed on top of that story. And then
Scream.
Scary Movie Two was, House on Haunted Hill. The story kind of existed on top of that.
Yeah.
So you think it'll be just Scream again for like the baseline story, and then all the other
Mhm.
parodies are like I feel like that
Yeah.
might be the route to go, maybe because I can't think of any other big horror movie franchise.
Yeah. Jerica mentioned Sinners. They have Sean and Marlon B. Smoking Stack.
Oh, man, that would be dope. That would
Yeah,
be
we gotta
really
have some
good.
vampires. That would be super cool. It's so much they could do, man. Like literally, it's endless. Like opportunities, endless.
It really is. It really is endless opportunities, and I'm already thinking of like even for smoking stack stuff, the jokes that can come out of that. Especially when after stack turn. I can see them doing some stupid shit. Smoke being like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm a turn." Like, watch out, I'm going outside. They doing some just dumb shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Uh, Mike said, "I wonder, knowing the way-ins, if the overall story will be Get Out." Hey,
Oh, see, that would be cool too. It's so
that
much you
could
could
work
do with
too.
that.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah, yeah.
that
See,
could
that's
work
what I'm
too.
saying. Like it's literally limitless.
Hmm? Michael said, "What's good? There's always exorcist believer." Hey, they could do it. Yep. Now they got um.
No, let's not revisit that.
Well, true. Now, okay. See, now I
They
see what you're
could
trying to
though.
say.
They could though.
I see
They
what you're
could.
saying now, though. Like, if you, because she was a little girl and saying all this crazy shit. In Scary Movie Two.
Yes,
So I see what you're
yes,
saying. Yeah,
yeah.
saying
She
super
was saying
crazy.
some crazy stuff.
Yeah, man, that opening is so good though. When he opens that door and he first sees her, and I think that's when she does the head turn, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck this." He's like, "Whoa, father, come back."
Yeah,
Yep.
you watched this movie a whole lot. You remember all that. I don't remember all the details like that.
I remember the other opening is because the opening was hilarious, man. They start throwing up each other like crazy. Even before that, when he's taking a shit in the bathroom, and like they have a camera angle, you can't tell what he's doing, and he's like, "Lord God, help me release this demon." he start, he does explosive diarrhea, and he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't ate them enchiladas last night," or some shit like that. Man, I'm
I
telling you,
remember that,
man. Oh man, the movies is on a different level.
yeah.
But hopefully they can recapture the magic. I really hope they can.
Yeah.
I would love to see uh like parody movies like this, like and with like good delivery, good chemistry, good jokes, like really
Mhm,
come back. Because the last comedy we had, it wasn't really parody, but like even the Blackening, like it had some good joke moments, but it's not
mhm,
like these movies were like the whole movie, like you just laughing
mhm.
like
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah.
Michael said those first two movies are classics. They really are.
Mhm.
Screaming 1 and 2 is on like it's on some other shit for sure.
Mhm.
I don't even know how they came up with half the shit they did in those movies. Uh, but yeah, y'all, Scary Movie 6, drop it down in the comments. How excited for you? How excited are you for Scary Movie 6? And what movies do you want to see them parody? Because they've been gone a while, so they got like a whole plate full of movies they could really parody. So let us know what type of movies you want to see them parody in Scary Movie 6. Now, let's go to our last news story. This is a new movie that's coming out. It's actually going to be one of the early releases for next year. This is for a film called Cold Storage. Let me get it pulled up on the screen. I thought I could find the thing here. There we go. So we got a film called Cold Storage. It stars Joe Keery, Georgina Campbell, and Liam Neeson. I was like, when they had the
Mm.
and Liam Neeson, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That is random. Uh, but they did drop a trailer here recently, and I'll read you the synopsis. Actually, the synopsis on the article was long as hell, so I just like summed up the movie. Basically, while working the night shift at a self storage company, Tea Cake, played by Kiri, and Naomi, played by Campbell, um, encounter a parasitic fungus that the government sealed, I guess, underneath the storage facility decades ago, and it ends up escaping. and TK and Naomi have to fight to prevent this fungus from spreading with the help of a bioterror operative that's played by Liam Neeson. This movie is super random.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's so random, but it
yeah,
looks like it's gonna be super funny at the same time and just crazy.
yeah, it looks fun. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun for sure. Now it's being directed by Johnny Campbell. The article mentions of note their film Netflix's Dracula. I don't know what else they've worked on. I don't even remember Netflix's Dracula. Do you remember that?
What? Yes, I love that daggone movie.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the
I know a lot of
Netflix.
people don't like it, but I don't care about y'all. I like it.
I don't even remember it, but yep. So he directed that, but it's the writer that's like very surprising. So the writer for Cold Storage is I'm gonna fuck the name up. David Coep or Cope. David Coep. David was written a bunch of
Everything.
classics. He's written Jurassic Park. He's written Mission Impossible. He did the recent Jurassic World Rebirth. You can argue if that's good or not. He did the recent Black Bag. Black Bag is fire. I don't know if you've seen Black Bag.
It's good, but you
Black Bag is
fire is a
good.
little bit of exaggeration.
What? Whoa, babe,
It's
that's not an
good, babe.
exaggeration. I think
Yes, it is.
you're downplaying it right now.
No, babe. That
Babe,
it's good, but it ain't like fire.
baby, you're downplaying the mess out of it.
Babe, I said it's good, but it ain't like you act like it's a 5-star movie. Did you give it
That
5
movie's
stars? I think you rated that shit 5
I
stars.
probably rated that shit 5 stars. Shit was good as hell. The music was good. The performances were good. The story was good. The mystery was good. Like
Mhm.
everything was good.
It was
Michael
good, but it
Fassbender and
won't
Kate
like
Blanchett,
babe.
they were dope.
It was good, but it won't fire.
Okay, I think you're downplaying a little bit, but
Okay, all right.
uh, but yeah. So he wrote Black Bag. He did Panic Room. Remember Panic Room? That was a good one back then. That was a big hit
Yeah, it
back
was
then.
good right then, yeah.
And
He
he's
wrote some good
written he's written a whole
stuff.
lot of stuff, but he's the writer
He
for
also
Cold
did
Storage.
Rebirth.
That's what I said. You go, but see, some people like Rebirth, so you can argue about that one. Some people like
Mm,
Rebirth.
that wasn't good.
Mm. But yeah, if you haven't seen the trailer, check out the trailer. It has a
It looks
like a
fun.
has a fun vibe to it.
Mhm.
It's just kind of like one of those like you see one of the producers of Zombieland. It's got that kind of vibe to it with the type of comedy
Oh, yeah.
and the
Mhm.
like random nature of this. You know, they got to turn into the nobodies turn into heroes, and they got to stop some crazy shit from happening.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so jumping to the chat real quick. Mike said that cast. I'm set. Immediately buying my ticket now. I'm a Georgina Campbell truther.
I do love her.
Kel said, "Is this a remake of that Russian film? Which
Mm,
Russian film? Because I had no idea what you're talking about." Um, yeah, but let us know because I'm curious if is that film any good?
right.
Um, Jerica said, "I love Joe Keery, so I will definitely be watching it."
Steve.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're doing the Stranger Things rewatch, so yeah, good old Steve. And Kel said, "Oh no, can't be." I'm assuming you're talking about maybe with the writer, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Mike said, "I'm gonna watch Black Bag, and I'll be the tiebreaker on good or great." Hey,
Yes,
Mike, come on now.
please, please let us know.
Michael Fassbender, Kate Blanchett, come on now.
Hey, I'm not saying the movie's not good, but you put so much emphasis on the fire, like it's like peak cinema or something.
Baby, that Chunk's peak. Baby, that movie, that's like for like outside of horror, that's top 10, 2025, 100%.
Whoa.
What? Absolutely.
We gotta look at our outside of horror movies, but
Outside of horror, Black Bag is a top 10 film.
okay, all right.
That movie was good as hell.
It
I
was
was actually
good. I agree.
surprised by how
It
good it
was good.
was. I was like, damn, like this is a nice little simple, tight film. It wasn't even that long. Like they knew, like they executed the fuck out of that movie. It wasn't over long. You know what I'm saying? They got to the point and the story played out good, and I liked the characters a lot.
It was good. Mhm.
Yep. Good suspense too. But Kels is trying to find the name of that Russian film that he said this could be a remake of for Cold Storage. Yeah, I'd be curious if this is like based off of like a book as well. Maybe they based off a book. because it seems like David Cope tends to, adapt
Yeah,
books and whatnot. So yeah, I'd be curious. But yeah, that's Cold Storage, y'all. Check that out. Coming out, I think it's February. Let me find the date.
I believe it is like
Yeah, February
14th.
13th. So this is one of the early releases for 2026. Sometimes them early films that come out in January, February, they be misses, but hopefully this will be one of the good ones. We'll see. But drop down in the comments if you're going to go check out Cold Storage in February. But yeah, that's it for all of our news stories. I don't know if you have anything else you want to cover. Bro.
No, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Kels, I don't know if you can come up with that name before we close it out.
You really want to know?
Well, I was trying to give him time to try to get it pulled up.
Mm.
But he might not make it in time. But yeah, no, thank y'all so much for joining our horror news show for November 16th. As always, uh, it was a dope time, chatting with y'all, talking about the horror news from the past week. Let's see what. Oh, we got some more chats in here. Jerica said, "Are you guys going to do another video talking about horror movies you're looking forward to in 2026?" Oh, you know it. Oh, you
Yes,
know it.
definitely.
That is on the docket. It'll probably drop first thing of 2026. So probably that first or second week in January will probably drop what we're looking forward to in 2026. And like in mid-December, we'll do our top 10 for horror films of 2025. So yeah. But yeah, what we're looking forward to in 2026 will come out. And I was sitting here thinking too, like off the top of my head, because sometimes there's like you kind of have that one film that's coming out like the next year. You already know what you're looking forward to, and I don't even have that like off the top of my head this time, like we did in previous years.
Yeah,
I don't know if you got anything.
no,
No, okay.
not that I can think of right now.
Uh, Kelly said, I was thinking of Super Deep when you were first describing Cold Storage. Similar premises, but it's probably a leap to assume it's a remake. Okay.
Mm.
Super Deep. I gotta look that one up.
Mike, I'm sure you'll be intrigued by what be on our list this
I'm excited to hear
year.
y'all's top tens. Hey, we're actively working on the top 10 now. We're having a lot of internal debates between Christy and I trying to figure out how these films rank. Because I feel like we got like the first five or six or so is pretty like locked in.
Probably the
Uh,
first four,
oh, the
I
first
think.
four. Okay. So you didn't change it up again. So, but yeah, that back half is what we're really trying to like figure out. Um, how we're gonna lay all these out. We got a lot of films we need to rewatch too, to figure out how we're gonna cement these because it's not like some of these previous years where some films have just been so hard that it's easy to be like, yep, this is like the top 8. You know what I'm saying? This is not one of those years. I feel like there's been a lot more mid films this year, like a lot of mid films where like none of them kind of like stand out
Over
beyond
the
the
other.
pack except for like
Mhm.
a handful. uh, so top 10 this year is gonna be tough, but it's gonna be good. But yeah, be on the lookout for that next month. That's gonna be super dope.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like I guess I agree with you a little bit. Like I feel like previous years have been a little bit more like this is definitely on the list type of thing, but we have a whole bunch of like movies we rated just three and a half. Like that's
That's
it.
what I'm saying
Yeah,
because
and it's like many
they're all
of them.
mid. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so
There's
yeah, I
I
agree with
feel like there's
y'all
so many movies
on
where we're
that.
like, yeah, that was cool, that was decent, that was good.
Mhm.
But there's not a lot where we're like, oh wow, like that was really good, that
Mhm.
was
We might have to
great.
do a top 5.
Yeah. And then sometimes this year, sometimes we'll have each other will have that one moment, but the other person doesn't like it. So you'll see a film, you'll be like, oh, that was really good. But I was like, nah, that's all right. Or I'll be like, oh man,
Like
that was really good. And you're like, no, that was okay. So it's
like
creating it really hard to
because I
yeah,
know
what you
he
gonna say?
really would like Companion, and that's one of those movies for me and you, like because you're much higher on Companion than I am.
Black
So
Phone 2 is another one too.
okay, yeah, true. That's
I'm
another one
high
that
as hell on Black Phone 2. And you're
I'm
like,
way low.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
So we have a problem. We're having a problem trying to get on the same page with them.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough because like I feel like if we did our own individual lists, like they would look totally different.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
They would look super different.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that like on off to the side, like have our own individual list.
No,
But
we ain't doing that.
I'm saying it's gonna be a main in level horror list,
Right.
and then this, you know what I'm trying to say. But we're gonna get it figured out. It's tough though. It's tough because no, this year we've not aligned on films a lot more than we have in previous years.
Yeah, because I don't know what's wrong with you. I
Oh no,
remember in the
I don't know
beginning
what's
of the
wrong with you.
year, we had did a video and I was like, I don't know, like, I think you like everything. I was just like, I don't get it.
Well, I thought things were like all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kel said
That's
we
why
should do
we
a list battle.
list battle. Yeah. Well, I'll probably
Yeah.
lose based off of how some people feel about some of these films. Yeah, because like I'm so different than some. Like some people like him. I'm like, how the fuck y'all like him?
It was
But
good.
then I like Black Phone 2, and everyone's like, it's not that good. So I'm like, how you not like Black Phone 2? Uh, so
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
it's tough.
But listen,
Oh, but
yeah.
we are putting together, because last year when we did our horror showcase, you guys, we did best of categories. And so we're gonna do that again this year,
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna switch it up. So we're gonna put together a what do you call it?
The survey thing.
A survey type thing, yeah, and we'll send it out so people can vote on the best ofs this year. So be on the lookout for more details about that.
Yeah, yeah. So when we do our top 10, we're gonna mix in the best ofs, but the best ofs will be voted by the community. So that'll be super dope. I'm always curious to see what the community's gonna pick for stuff.
Yeah.
I don't always be agreeing. I don't always be agreeing with the community, so I'm definitely curious to see what they're gonna put. I'm probably gonna be in that video, be like, man, how the fuck y'all pick that?
You can't do that, baby.
I know I can't do that, but I'm gonna be thinking it though. Yeah, we'll be thinking
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay,
Uh,
let's wrap it up. It's Sunday, it's
yeah,
almost noon. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We had a
yeah,
blast as always.
yeah. It's always fun. Appreciate y'all joining. Appreciate y'all support. But yeah, this has been the November 16th Horror News Show live with In Love with Horror. Again, thank y'all. We see you on the next one. So we out. Peace.